Hello friends, in this video I want to talk about some fundamental data management principles that I call as 7 axioms for the data management and data governance. In today's fast-paced world, the technology are changing so rapidly and majority of organizations, whether it is big or small, are behind the race of digital transformation journey. And majority of organizations are evaluating and researching the digital transformation journey and recent industry trend of artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning, IoT, Industry 4.0, data analytics, and big data management. The commonness of data and analytics capability, including artificial intelligence, requires creators and consumers to speak data as a common language. And the data and analytics leaders must champion data literacy as enabler of the technology trend. Treat data management as a primary discipline in organization and information as a second language. As I review these 7 fundamental principles, I strongly believe this is suitable for all sorts of industry, whether it is oil and gas, infrastructure, banking, power, finance, process industry, retail marketing, so on and so forth. And it is also suitable for all sorts of data management practices worldwide, whether it is structured data, unstructured data, semi-structured data, and in terms of volume and varieties perspective, whether it is big data, small data, or large data, all suitable. The first data management principle: the data gains value exponentially when it is integrated and combined. It loses value very fast when it is fragmented. If we do data management in silos for multiple discrete sources, it will reduce its utility and data integrity, and it will increase its cost and security risk. So simple example for this: if I have data about my organization physical asset like pump, compressor, turbine, safety valve in one database, and data about their maintenance plan and maintenance strategy in another database, when I clearly put this data together, I will get a holistic picture and I realize that which asset require maintenance, when they need maintenance, why they need maintenance, or why they do not need any sort of maintenance. So when you clearly put accurate data together, this will give you much more value, and because with integrated and combined data, you understand that what this asset is, why they need maintenance, or it doesn't need any sort of maintenance. The second data management principle: using data together from independent different sources is difficult to achieve and impossible to maintain. So if you try to do it after the fact, it's much harder to try to do it right at the source. And that's why many data warehousing efforts in big organization fails, because people just don't know how to do it after the fact, and they don't capitalize to doing it on the time to realize the value out of it. So fusing data together from multiple different sources is difficult to achieve and impossible to maintain. The third data management principle: data standardization is essential. I will give you simple example for this. If you are in business or manufacture industry and you are managing your product hierarchy in multiple databases for different units, and if your product ID in one database is like ABC and in product ID in another database is like XYZ, when you try to put it together, you will not able to put it together if you use the different product IDs. You can put this data together if you use the same product ID in multiple databases. So standardization is essential. The fourth data management principle: data governance and policy must be centralized and needs to be enforced strongly, or else organizations slip into chaos and will trap into huge effort of data cleansing and restructuring. So once you get to a standard and once your data is clean and merged together, you need to stay on the standard, and that's why you use governance force. So data governance control: who can change the data, who can maintain the data, who can access the data, what are the primary sources of data, what are the secondary sources of the data, what standard you use, so on and so forth. So to expand data integrity and utility, data governance and policy must be centralized and needs to be enforced strongly into organization, or else organizations slip into chaos. The fifth data management principle: recency matters for real-time data streaming, data modeling, and data storing. If I have data about web user and I realize that you are looking for a smartphone It's great to respond you with an offer or an advice when you actually are looking for or soon that after. There is no meaning if I respond you after a week or time or few days or after a month. So it seems very obvious the recency matters in many cases. In fact, in most cases when it comes to moment and real time. So we have seen many organizations works in the batch mode and they are not processing data at least for a day, and week after they start processing it. So creating the batches when you have multiple data sources is a big source of problem. And so streaming data and analyzing it as it arises is very crucial for the data management and to maintain the data integrity and utility. So real-time data streaming, modeling and scoring will help many organizations to achieve its objective of right information of right people at right time. The sixth data management principle. Data infrastructure needs rapid renewal and modernization. Because we live in the fast changing technology space and we talk about Hadoop as an example where technology is moving so fast we can hardly keep up with it. So every time you change the technology, you need to change your data and then you are in big trouble. So you need an abstract API and level of abstraction that will separate you from product and platform. And the second one is the data encryption. So data addresses must be encrypted and your infrastructure should support that. Again, if like your data is encrypted and somebody steals your disk or hard drive and goes with it, we don't get any benefit out of it. Last but not the least, data management and governance is a primary competency and it is not side activity to support other business processes. In many organizations, including oil and gas and engineering, you find that non-technical people and journalists are building the database and they are supporting for the engineering and project team for the data management and information management activities. Simple example for this, if you are building a product and you need a database, you will bring John or Mark and say, hey John, build a database for my product. And they don't know how to do it on the right way because they are not data architects. It's like building a house or an apartment without architecture plan. And you might make few floor works, but would you actually rely on this thing long term? Would you actually trust being on or above the floors if it is not designed by the right people? Very similar analogy applies here. So data management and governance is a primary competency. It is not a side activity to support other business processes. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make your data integrated and standard to simplify your business and for the right decision making. Thank you once again. Please subscribe my channel and do like, share and comment on this video. Thank you once again.